Hello viewers, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I still remember my humble self, MC Bernardino. Alright, so on today's episode I will be telling you about the latest information regarding immigration, the latest news regarding Canada immigration. So you want to hang on tight, stay tuned, call a friend, get a cup of water, I'll be back. Welcome back. So let me use this opportunity to welcome our first-time subscribers. This is the first time you recently subscribed to this YouTube channel. You're welcome to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. This is Canada Reality with MC Bernardino, where I dish out information for those that wants to migrate into Canada. If you're new on this channel, you haven't made up your mind to subscribe, please take some few moments, subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's a notification bell beside it. Click on it so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. And if you enjoy this video, why not just hit on the likes button, share this video with someone that you feel will actually need it. So the first news I'll be sharing with you today is based on the news that we just received from IRCC about postgraduate work permits. So about study permit application. So IRCC just recently stated that if you're applying for study permit and you could not submit all the documents that is required, like the biometrics and some other supporting documents, you could not do that because of this COVID-19, because of coronavirus. They will still accept your application while the remaining documents are pending. So meaning that initially in the past, what they will have done is that they will have refused your application because of that, and they won't treat it any further. But because they understand that this is beyond your power, so they've decided that okay, they will still keep your application while they are waiting for you to complete the needed document. So what am I trying to say in essence is this: so if you are outside Canada or you're in Canada, you're applying for a study permit, you can still go ahead and apply online. Your application will not be refused because you don't have some document. And I just want to use this opportunity to encourage people that despite the fact that study permit now is 50% wherever you are, 50% in Canada, I want to tell you that you can still go ahead to apply for study permit. This could be an opportunity for IRCC to grant some study permit that initially they wouldn't have granted. They might be compassionate. I'm not saying that they would be, but they might be compassionate. So I just want to use this opportunity to say you can still go ahead to apply for study permit, because who knows, IRCC could use this period to be compassionate to some people and you might be granted study permit. So go online, go and apply if you have the resources. Alright, so the second news I'll be sharing with you today is based on the Provincial Nominee. I keep saying that if you have the opportunity, if you have the document, if you're qualified, why not go ahead and apply for Provincial Nominee? Because in the midst of this pandemic, most of these provinces are still inviting people to apply for the Provincial Nominee. I can tell you on authoritative ground that Manitoba recently nominated 99 people to apply for the Manitoba Provincial Nominee, and British Columbia also invited 100 plus, I think last week, to apply for the British Columbia Provincial Nominee. Prince Edward Island was not left out. They also did a draw in the last 2 days in the Provincial Nominee. And most recently, Nova Scotia invited nurses to apply for the Nova Scotia Provincial Nominee. So if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you're working in the medical field, you might want to look at the Nova Scotia Provincial Nominee. That's another avenue for people to migrate into Canada. I can't stress this more than enough. You don't have to keep waiting for the express entry. You don't have to keep looking at the study permit because of the tuition fee. You might want to look at those provincial nominee if you have the qualification. Don't forget, I say, if you have the qualification, if you have the job that they require, you can look at some of these provinces. And how can you know that? I always say that in addition to the information I provide on this platform, you can also do your own additional research too, by going online, by surfing the net, to check out some of these provincial nominee and see if you qualify, what are the requirements, and if you qualify, why not just apply for it? It's a good way for you to migrate into Canada. So the news that I have for you today is based on the English test, or French test, as the case may be. For you to migrate into Canada, either through the express entry or through the provincial nominee, you need to take the IELTS, or you take the CELP if you're in Canada, or for the French speaker, you take the CCF. So what I want to tell you is that IELTS and CELP, they are opening so many centers now because COVID-19 is easing down in so many countries. So many countries now, IELTS is in operation now. In Canada, some centers are being opened for IELTS and CELP, and I know of Australia, Brazil, South Korea, Mexico, Russia, Nigeria. Some of these countries and many more, their stats are the IELTS test. So, I mean, if you're in any of this country, you can go ahead and take your exam now. I mean, if that is what has been delaying you all this while, for you, in order for you to process your application, you can just go ahead now and take your IELTS examination so that you can intensify your effort towards migrating to Canada. And something again I need to tell you is that I want to advise you to take the bull by the horn now. I mean, now that so many people are not applying, you might want to take advantage of this, because who knows, the draw might be coming down so fast and you don't want to be found wanting. So you want to use this opportunity to just take the English text examination if you can. I mean, if it's operational in your country, and take the advantage so that when the draw eventually drops, whether the express entry or the provincial nominee, you will be among those that will be chosen. So next, I'll be addressing this major question that I've been receiving regarding the fall admission, which is the September admission for 2020. Will it be done online, or people can come into Canada, international students can come into Canada? Based on the information we received from IRCC, the fall admission, the September admission 2020 might still be done online too, just like the May admission. So meaning that if you're coming into Canada, if you have the study permit to study in Canada, for the September admission, you might still be resuming from wherever you are outside Canada online with your school. And as things ease down, you will eventually be coming into Canada for your second semester to study. And don't forget, I've said it in the recent past, that in as much as you do that, you're still entitled to your postgraduate work permit in full. So don't be perturbed, don't be disturbed about the fact that you're resuming with your school online. I know some people might be incapacitated because of the internet or wherever they are, or power supply, but I mean, do as much as you can, resume with your school online, so that you'll be up to date with the academic session, and so that when you come into Canada for the second semester, you won't be left out. And so I'm encouraging you to do that. And also, for those that want to apply for study permit for January 2021, you can still go ahead and do that. Canada is still in the business of welcoming international students. Don't forget that international students contribute a lot towards Canada economy. In the last annually, international students contribute an average of 21.6 billion. I mean, towards Canada economy. So Canada can't afford not to continue to welcome international students. So if you want to, you can still go ahead. I know the rejection rate is high, but that's what I just said, that you might want to take advantage of this period that so many people are not applying, just to apply, and you might be lucky. All right, viewers, so on today's episode, I've been able to tell you about the latest news regarding the IELTS, the self that's open in some countries now. So if you want to apply for your provincial nominee or your express entry, you can go ahead now. And I also brought to you information about the fall admission that in most cases, based on the information we got from IRCC, students that are coming in for the September admission will also be applying, resuming with the school online. So that I also told you. So for more information regarding the latest update regarding Canada immigration, go online and surf the net. Check this video out, share this video with someone that you feel might need it. If you enjoyed this video, once again, hit the likes button. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, probably you're new on this channel, you haven't subscribed, please take some few moments, subscribe to this YouTube channel, till I come back to you again with another wonderful and exciting video on Canada Reality with MC Bernardino. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification so that when I drop a video, you'll be notified. Thank you, till I see you again. One love, stay safe.